everyone, and welcome back to more Nameless, the one thing you must recall. And we are currently in the obsession chapter where we last left off. And we didn't finish the entirety of the chapter because it was just too long, and we basically went through a whole entire day previously. So basically what ended up happening is we went to school with Yunho and everyone, and everyone has been noticing, like all the dolls and all of our friends are noticing, and all the people in our class are noticing that Yunho is acting really weird, like in terms of like he really pays attention to Hanny. Like he tunnel visions, like he doesn't see anyone else but her, and he always talks to her, he does everything for her, he makes breakfast for her and everything. And then people are saying like, you should really like chill Yunho and like kind of back off a bit, like give her some space to breathe. And he's just like, he either takes it in a wrong way, where it's like usually with the dolls he'd be like, oh, you're just jealous that I'm spending more time with her, or she wants to spend more time with me. And then for our friends, however, like sometimes he's still really polite with them. Like he tries to be like he tries to get like together with them, like because Zoe suggested that Hani and her and Shinbi go study at Banjo Cafe, and we leave Yunho because he has cleaning duties, and also because Zoe also notices that Yeonho is really clingy onto Hani, and that's not healthy, and Shinbi agrees. And so like this is their little plan that kind of like forces him to be independent for like a little while. So Hani was like, yeah, I noticed that, and she agreed to do it because it would be good for him. And so she left to Banjul, and it was really rainy that day. It was like it was like raining on and off a lot, and so she spent an hour or so at Banjul just studying with her friends. And then it started raining, and then when she was talking to Tay, it started really raining hard, and she found out from Tay that indeed Yunho was working at the cafe part-time to get money or allowance to buy her the tickets and to take her to the amusement park, which she didn't know, I already figured. So she kind of felt a little bad, and and Yeonho's been texting her, and then she was trying hard to resist to text back to him or to even talk to him. But then when it started raining, like she took the umbrella, and she realized that like he didn't have the umbrella to go walk home. So we chose to go back to the school and check if Yeonho was there or not. And we found him sitting out in the rain for like a while, and then he ended up getting a fever, so we brought him home, and he started like being really kind of out of it, and he was telling us like, oh, please don't leave me, like I don't want to be abandoned again and stuff like that. And it was really sad because knowing his backstory and how badly he was treated by his previous owner, like we feel really bad for him, or I feel really bad for him. And Hani also was like, this is what I get for like leaving him and stuff like that. And so yeah, we see a little bit of like affection developing with Hani, in terms of like she kind of starting to realize like, maybe I don't really understand you all that much, but I'll try to Yunho. And so yeah, and now this is the next day after like he fell asleep in our bed and trying to get over his fever. So let's go. So I guess Hani fell asleep at her desk or at the side of the bed, just kind of nursing him.
마스터,
Oh, he sounds okay. He sounds better. I heard someone wake me up from my sleep. Is it already morning? Yep. I tried to open my eyes. Yunho? I saw Yunho's familiar face. His white round face filled my sight. Oh, come to think of it. How do you feel? Yes, how do you feel? I abruptly got up from my bed while remembering that.
다 나았어요.
Oh, you are? Oh, wow, that's really fast. Okay. Really? Yunho nodded. He looked much better than yesterday. But I wasn't relieved and put my hand on his forehead. He didn't get surprised and back away from my sudden reaction. Aw, so he likes us. I didn't feel the heat I felt yesterday. Thank God his fever is gone. Sai, don't stand in the rain like that. I was worried. Yeah, who the fuck stands in the rain like that? That's dumb.
네, 죄송해요.
Yeah.
그래도 기뻤어요. 마스터가 날 데리러 와줬잖아요.
Oh yeah, he also mentioned like when we came back to him and we found him in the rain, he was like, I'm glad that you came back, or I knew you would come back for me. So yeah, happy. That moment, I remember the scars I saw on his body. I think the pain from his body continued to his heart. My heart aches thinking of his scars. Yeah, we found scars on his arms and all over his shoulders. I'm pretty sure all over his body too when we were like hugging him and he was sick. Yeah, last night, I guess, the previous night. That's natural. How could I not worry?
네.
Yeah. Yunho smiled slightly.
그리고 다 들었어요.
Did you? Shit. That's good, but like that's really creepy that you heard everything, kind of like, cause Hanny was mumbling like after Yeonho fell asleep, quote quote. She was like, how Yeonho should have told her that he was working at Banjul and getting money to like buy the amusement tickets for her. Like he could have told her that, and that she really wanted him to live for himself a bit, and that she really wanted to help him with that, and etc. etc. So that's a good thing on Hanny's part, because that's exactly what we want. Like we don't want him to be that clingy, and we want him to understand that no matter what, like we won't leave him. What? Of course.
아무것도 아니에요. 오늘은 그냥 계란이에요. 토끼 모양에 슬슬 질리셨을 것 같아서요.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Is this like the change that we want? Oh my god! Yeonho evaded and changed the subject. Obviously, lots of like miscommunication, because we never hear all his creepy little quoting moments where he mumbles under his breath. Hanny never hears them. And I thought he'd grab my arms as usual, but he just stood there smiling. Oh, this is the change that we want. Oh my god, is he gonna be less clingy now? Yes! I feel like the strange air that surrounded him the last couple of days had disappeared. Hallelujah.
그리고 앞으로
What? Yes?
앞으로 저 노력할게요. 마스터가 옆에 있어도 부끄럽지 않은 남자가 될게요.
Oh. What? And he's so confused. Yeonho's red cheeks turned bright red. Oh.
마스터가 절 생각해 주시는 건 좋지만 걱정을 끼쳐서는 안 된다는 걸 어제 깨달았어요.
Yeah. Oh.
그 대신에 마스터를 위해 할 수 있는 일을 찾고 싶다는 생각을 했어요.
What? Yunho talked like an adult. He seemed to have aged at least 5 years overnight.
일단 식사하러 오세요. 먼저 가 있을게요. 그리고
Where you going?
버스는 계속 같이 탈 거예요.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not being overly creepy, then it's okay. I don't mind. Although he's suddenly acting like an adult, he still cares for me. Oh. I smiled along with him. I think Yeonho's more relaxed around me now. I feel a good change is coming. No, the change might have already happened. Yes, you're right. Oh my god, that was it. I was literally almost at the end of that episode. Holy shit. If I would have known, then I would have actually continued on. But anyways, to make up for that, I'll continue on into the next chapter also. So let's save this, and then we can continue on to the next chapter, which is called Breakthrough. This sounds promising, like, child me. Oh wow, that's a big flashback. Okay. Whale, don't throw it away, whale. Wah. The little me is wailing.
얘가 정말? 이것 좀 봐. 이렇게나 낡고 더러워졌잖아. 응? 엄마가 새 걸로 사줄 테니까 이건 버리자.
Okay. No, I like this. I just said okay when Hanny was just like, no.
맞다! 이번에 TV에 새로 나온 거 봤지? 그거 사줄 테니까 그만 뚝 하자.
No, I like this one.
아휴, 얘가 또 때를 쓰네. 이거 너무 낡아서 보기에도 흉하고 털도 날려서 건강에 안 좋은데.
Feathers? It's probably a stuffed animal.
그러지 말고 이번 주말에 아빠랑 엄마랑 장난감 가게 가자. 가지고 싶은 거 다 사줄게. 그러니까 이건 버리자. 응?
Well, I like these kind of kids though. Like, even though like the stuff that they have is really old, they still like to hang on to it. And like, even if the parents do offer to buy a new one, like they're still like, no, it's okay. Like, I like this one better. Like, she's a good kid. I like kids like that. No, a new one's different.
새 거는 다르다니 그게 무슨 말이니? 새 거가 더 나은 거야.
Well, no, don't throw it away.
알았다. 안 버릴게. 엄마가 졌다. 이 고집은 누가 꺾겠니? 대신 이건 먼지 날리니까 저기 상자 안에 넣어둬.
What box?
아무데나 두면 엄마가 몰래 버려버릴 거야. 알았지? 자, 여기.
Is that a threat? Oh my god, Mom. Ugh.
아, 다른 애들은 너무 금방 질려서 탈이라던데. 넌 할아버지를 닮아서 그런 거니? 욕심이 많은 거니?
I'm probably like my grandfather. Mom scolded me and I pretended not to hear anything. I just hugged the doll tightly in my arms. How can a doll have feathers coming out of it then? What? Let's always be together. Is it the... Wait. Wait. Because at the very start of the game, Hanny was having a dream with all these feathers around her or shit like that. So this is hinting at something. I can feel it. Oh my god. I promise we'll always be together. Is this our first doll that we were supposed to remember? Oh my god, was this the one thing we must recall? Is this the entirety of the story right here? So I'll never abandon you. Oh, we're in school. Wow.
연우야, 이것 봐봐. 병아리 모양 빵이야. 귀엽지? 네 생각이 나서 사왔어. 먹을래?
We're back to this again. A girl gave Yunho a plastic bag with a picture of a yellow chick.
아, 아니요. 괜찮아요.
Oh, at least he's like refusing now. He's really chill about it. Yunho refused immediately. He used to just ignore them without saying anything, but he at least refuses now.
연우야.
Yeah, stop whining. The girl did ask him if he wants to try, but she definitely wanted him to. She was about to cry.
연우 요새 좀 이상하지 않아? 예전엔 그렇게 귀여웠는데.
He's still cute, okay? But he's just more mature, okay? There's nothing wrong with that.
그러게. 마치 아이스 프린스 같아.
Who cares? The girls whispered. After that fuss in the rainy day, Yunho changed a lot. Just as the girls whispered, he no longer treated others with his adorable face. At the same time, he no longer had to be uncomfortable surrounded by other girls like before. Is he being nice to just me? But he is always kind and warm to me like he was before. No, actually, he seems to care for me more than before. He loves you. He gives me his lovely smile often too.
와, 진짜 아이스 왕자 미니어처네. 나야 병아리를 독차지할 수 있어 좋지만 쟤들이 좀 불쌍하긴 하다야.
내가 보기엔 네가 독차지하는 것도 아닌 것 같은데.
Yeah, sorry, Zoe. It's more like I'm the one who's hogging him, but he's the one who's giving me the attention. Zoe and Shinbi stared at Yeonho and I. Yeonho was strangely still kind to my friends. Shinbi muttered while looking at the disheartened girls far away.
병아리빵 맛있다는데.
She's like, God damn it, I could have had that. Yeonho could have given that to me.
아, 그럼 받아서 드릴 걸
Yeah.
그랬네요.
What I thought, oh my god.
아니지. 그게 오히려 충격이 더 클걸? 너 먹으라고 준 건데 다른 사람한테 줘버리면 진짜 울지도 몰라.
That is true. But she didn't forget to tell him to secretly give her all the presents next time. Really, it's so Zoe. Suddenly the classroom door opened and a girl I've never seen before peeked her head. What?
저기 여기에 연호라는 학생 있나요?
Girl, you don't even go to this class. Why are you even here? Who's she? I've never seen her before. We all stared at the unfamiliar girl who came to our class. Yunho, someone's looking for you. Oh. Yunho went out to the hallway while we were all tilting our heads. And a moment later, Yunho came back after talking briefly with the girl. What's up? Yeah.
아, 아니요. 아무것도 아니에요.
Are you sure?
아무것도 아니긴. 꽤 오래 이야기하던데. 무슨 일이야? 제 다른 말에 맞지?
Probably.
고백?
Probably, but then I had like the sudden thought. I was like, dude, what happens if it's his previous owner that like somehow got word that there's this guy who looks like a doll that she used to own. That would be creepy as hell. But hopefully it's not that. What? What?
아니에요.
As I shouted out, Yunho said no loudly.
아니면 아닌 거지. 왜 흥분하실까?
Huh? As Zoe kept on suspecting, Yunho let out a small sigh. He hesitated but soon reluctantly talked.
그게
Just tell me, I'm not gonna get mad. He hesitated and started talking. And after a while, mystery study group? What the fuck? It was the club Yunho told us about.
네.
What about it?
병아리 배짱이 꽤 늘었는데 너한테도 말 안 한 거야?
No. I was a bit surprised too. He used to report to me every single detail of his day, but now he must be back to normal. There's been a lot of things Yunho's been doing recently.
그게 가입한 건 아니고 이번에 축제 때 타로 카드 점집을 하는데 저에게 도와달라고 부탁을 하더라고요.
That's interesting.
그런데 왜 갑자기 너한테 도와달라고 하는 거야? 너 타로 카드도 할 줄
Yeah, I
알아?
never knew you know how to read tarot cards.
아니요.
Oh,
저도 해본 적이 없어요.
okay. Then why? Yeah,
선무당이 사람 잡는 수가 있어.
that is true. Shinbi muttered creepily. But Shinbi's right. It's a bit weird asking someone who's never dealt tarot cards to read them.
그게 사실 지난주에 복도를 지나다가 한 여학생 뒤에 웬 할아버지께서 따라다니시는 걸 봐서 할아버지께 그러지 말라고 했거든요.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
그랬더니 그 여학생이 놀라면서 저한테 고마워했어요.
Oh.
늘 따라다니던 걸 떼어내줬다고요.
Oh, right. Yeonho can see spirits, right? The old man must have been like a ghost or some shit that's following her with like the girl kind of like feels the present but can't see it. Oh my god.
그런데 알고 보니 그 여학생이 미스터리 연구부 부장이었던 거예요. 그래서 끈질기게 입부 권유를 받고 있어요.
That's interesting.
계속 거절했더니 최소한 축제라도 도와달라고
Oh.
계속 그러더라고요.
So that must have been the girl. Okay. Oh. After hearing about the old man, I remembered something. Come to think of it, I was forgetting. Yeah, he can see spirits. Yunho has a special talent. He can speak to animals and spirits. I remember the cat incident that happened before.
할아버지? 그게 다 뭐야?
It's a ghost, Zoe. Ahaha, well... Zoe asked me what he was talking about, but I pretended not to know anything.
그래서 넌 뭐라고 했어? 할 거야?
Yeah, are you gonna do it?
아니요, 당연히 거절했죠.
Why? It could have been nice. Why? Yeah, why?
축제 일을 하게 되면 바빠지잖아요. 그러면 만나기 힘들어지잖아요.
Aw, it's okay. Like, I'll miss you, but like, I'll still be here. I didn't have to ask who he meant by you. I purposely turned my head.
아쉽다.
아쉽다.
병아리가 타로 카드로 점을 보는 모습을 못 보다니 좀 아쉬워서.
Yeah, Yunho's
왠지 어울릴
okay.
것 같아.
You can go do your own thing and I'll still be here. I imagine Yunho wearing a big hooded cloak and mixing tarot cards. I could picture him saying your fortunes for today is in a low voice. I do want to see that too. I think it would be fun.
그러게 궁금하긴 하다.
보고 싶으세요?
Yeah. Yunho quietly asked my opinion.
제가 점을 치는 모습이요. 보고 싶으시다면 저 해볼게요.
Yeah, just try. No, you don't have to. I just imagined it. Ha ha ha.
조금이라도 원하신다면 할래요.
Okay. Aw, he's such a cutie now. Ooh. Yunho said with strong determination. Shinbi and Zoe looked at us too. I felt like breaking out in cold sweat. They were like suspecting something. He's like, he totally likes you. Yunho doesn't act like a kid ever since he changed, but instead sometimes he becomes serious like this. When he's like this, it's harder to refuse than when he... Bleh. When he's like this, it's harder to refuse than when we were acting like a baby. Oh man, sentence structure. Really weird.
에이, 너무 진지해질 필요 없어. 그러니까 결론은 병아리는 이해를 위해서라면 달도 따다 줄 수 있다는 거 아니야. 잘 알았어. 자, 그럼 더 고민할 것도 없이 병아리는 미스터리 연구부에서 타로 카드점을 봐주는 걸로 결정된 거지?
So he's being all like coy. She's like, I know what's happening between you two. Huh?
방금 병아리가 말했잖아. 하겠다고 말이야. 그치?
네,
I feel like I forced him into it. I felt a bit guilty, so I looked at Yunho, but he was clenching both his fists.
괜찮아요. 저 열심히 할게요. 그러니까 꼭 보러 오세요.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yunho said brightly as usual. Is it better than doing nothing? Since he said he'd do it, I decided to support him. I opened the front door, but I only saw darkness. Where the hell is everyone? No one must be here.
제가 불을 켤게요.
Okay. Yunho ran into the dark living room and turned on the lights. Everyone's really busy. Wow. Yeah, Tae's working. Probably Yuri's working in that mysterious job he has. Lance must be doing after school stuff. Probably Red too. Oh shit.
테이는 카페에 있을 테고
Alright.
레드는 연극을 한다고 했으니까요. 란스는 학생회 회의가 있나?
Yeah, wow. Yunho counted with his fingers and told me everyone's schedules. Everyone must be busy with the academy and work. And for some reason, Yuri comes home late too. He always been coming home late. But I'm telling you, he's got a sugar mama and he's working at a host club. He used to come late sometimes, but he was never always late. Ah, okay. Even if I ask him where he'd been, he just gives me a smile and never answers. The house is quiet. My voice rang throughout the empty house. If the boys were here, they would have all come out to the living room and start chatting, but not today. I laid down on the sofa and looked around the living room. I suddenly felt lonely while seeing the empty living room. I was so used to this when I lived alone, so I didn't feel it. It's been a long time since I felt such silence after Grandpa died.
마스터, 뭐 하세요?
Being very depressed. Yunho changed into comfortable clothes and sat beside me. Nothing. I was just wondering if the house has been this quiet before.
쓸쓸해요?
A little. Yunho suddenly asked after listening to what I said. Lonesome? I thought for a moment. Am I? Is this feeling lonesome?
저로는 안 되는 건가요?
No, of course you are enough. It was just... no, I didn't mean it that way. Yunho cut into my thoughts and said with a gloomy voice. What do you mean?
레드, 란스, 유리, 테이 모두가 다 있는 편이 좋으세요?
Yeah, it's really fun to have more people together, but like, dude, you're just as good. Oh, it felt like Yunho will turn back to his dark side any moment now. Oh, it's nothing like that. Just the house is always noisy and it's quiet today. Yunho's face fell more at what I said. Ah, God damn it. Yunho, I'm always thankful that you're by my side.
마스터,
Yeah. I just felt a bit lonely with the house feeling different today. Yunho looks at me. He seemed to ask me again if that's true with his red eyes shining like rubies. I barely managed to smile at Yunho.
마스터가 외롭지 않도록 더 노력할게요.
Aww. Oh no, there's no need. This is natural. Like in the academy, Yunho was burning with determination again. I felt tangled emotions hearing Yunho say he'll try harder for me. I know. It's like the day after he got sick from getting caught in the rain, Yunho said to me. I remember he said he'd try harder for me. Is he still feeling nervous? I told him I wouldn't leave him for sure, but I guess he can't be assured for good. Oh. How can I make him feel assured? Should I tell him what's really in my mind? Yes? Communication. You know, Yunho, since you asked me if I'm lonely, if I think about it, I only felt lonely for a short time. The time I was really lonely was the time after Grandpa died and before these boys turned human. It wasn't even a couple of years. When Grandpa was alive, I was never lonely. I did miss my parents, but I was happy living with Grandpa.
마스터, 무슨 생각해요?
Just tell them. Yeonho stared at me while I was drowned in my thoughts. Oh, I'm thinking of Grandpa.
아, 마스터의 할아버지요?
Yeah. Yeonho closed his eyes and breathed deeply, and abruptly opened his eyes again.
마스터의 할아버지는 지금 이 집에 없어요. 아마 그 영혼은 따뜻한 곳으로 가셨을 거예요.
Oh yeah, he has that little supernatural ability of his. I was surprised at his unexpected words. Right, he could see souls. I know, I keep forgetting too. I stood right up. Really? He's not here?
네,
Ah, okay. It would have been nice to talk to him. But he's at a better place and nothing's better than that. I felt sad and relieved at the same time.
마스터, 할아버지는 마스터에게 정말 중요한 사람인 거죠?
Yeah. Yeah, he's family.
가족이요?
Yes.
그렇구나.
Yunho whispered. For a while he nodded by himself. I was worried if he was having bad thoughts again, but he smiled back. I just looked at him as he got up saying he has to wash. What was he thinking about? It bothered me. I came back to my room to change into comfortable clothes. I took out the things in my pockets to change and my phone rang just in time. Oh god damn. You should really change those. You should change that ringtone. Oh, the phone. I hastily took the call. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like the ringtone of like the music that they use for the video. Yeah. I hastily took the call. The number says it's from overseas. Probably my parents. Hello?
여보세요, 딸?
Oh my god. Oh, mom.
잘 지내고 있어?
I'm good. It's been a while. I'm fine, thanks to you. What's up?
어쩐 일은 항상 하는 안부 전화지.
Okay. You must be busy.
너는 항상 그 소리니? 있잖아, 원래 이번 일 끝나면 돌아간다고 했던 거 있지? 그런데 미안하다. 일이 생겨서 못 갈 것 같아.
It's okay. You don't have to come back right away. Mom called and apologized right away. I think she said something similar a couple months ago. She told me their current project was in its final stage and she'd come to see me soon. But something else has come up now. Well, I was expecting this. Oh, okay, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I was a bit upset, but I purposely tried to sound indifferent. I've gotten used to not being able to see my parents often ever since I was little.
미안해.
It's okay. It's really fine.
그러면 엄마가
I can't...
선생님, 여기 좀 봐주세요.
Okay, wow, she's really busy. Oh, Mom, you sound busy.
미안하다. 엄마가 자주 전화할게. 이만 가봐야겠다.
Okay. I heard over the phone someone calling Mom. She must be busier than I thought. Yeah, say hi to Dad for me.
알았어. 그럼 잘 있어.
Okay. Okay. Mom hung up. My smartphone said we talked for less than a minute. Ah, that sucks. My calls with my parents were always this way. I haven't talked to them in months, but we never chat. As expected, they can't come again. They are always busy. It's not the first time they've canceled coming back. Sigh, then they really won't come back until the end of the year. Well, I guess it's a good thing. I can't exactly show them the house, so this is good. Yeah. I finished changing and plopped down on the bed. It's good since she won't find out about the boys. I tried to smile by thinking that. That moment, I heard a knock.
마스터, 들어가도 돼요?
Yeah? It's Yunho. Huh? Yeah, what's up? Yunho peeked through the door.
모르는 문제가 있어서요. 가르쳐 주시면 안 돼요?
What? A problem you can't solve?
조금 있으면 시험이잖아요. 그래서 미리 대비를 하려고요.
Ah.
공부하고 있었어요.
Okay. Yeonho was holding the biology textbook. Oh, the exams, I forgot. You're studying really hard. He lowered his head a bit at what I said.
란스처럼은 아니더라도 적어도 마스터에게 부끄럽지 않을 만한 성적을 내고 싶어요.
Aww. People have been calling Yeonho Lance Jr. because of his attitude at the academy these days. If he gets good grades, he'll really be Lance's copy. Anyways, would it be okay asking me? I have about the same grades as Zoe. But I'm proud that he started studying by himself. That's a fantastic mindset. I'm happy to help. Come here, let's solve it together. Holding the textbook, Yunho ran towards me and sat beside my bed. I thought about going out to the living room, but I was already sitting on my bed, so I decided to stay put. Yunho came up to the bed too. Yunho soon came up to the bed too. Ah, we soon forgot to study and started fooling around on the bed. Ah, so cute. They're like little cheepies. Yunho was laughing and so was I. I felt like we were in our own little world. I haven't laughed and had fun with Yunho like this in a long time. Ah. And we're at school. Is it exams? Oh my god, it's exams. It was finally time for the exams. Wow, I'm so nervous. Look, Zoe, did you study? A lot? What? What? She's like, no. Zoe sat lifelessly with her arms spread around and stared blankly at the ceiling. I could see that her eyes weren't focusing on anything. She looks like a zombie. Zoe.
내버려둬. 마음을 다스리는 자기만의 방법이래.
Controlling her mind?
다가오는 불행에 맞서려면 저렇게 해야 한대. 영혼을 해방시키면 뭐라나.
I love Zoe. I see. I looked around and found some other kids following Zoe. I heard someone recommending it, saying you feel peaceful if you give everything up. Everyone's leading a tough life. I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket. Oops. I must have forgotten to turn it off. I took out the phone thinking I'd turn it off as soon as I checked the text. Ew, good luck on exams, master. Aw, thank you. You too. Yeonho wished me good luck through the text. It was cute that he sent me a text even though he was sitting next to me. Aw. I texted back right away. You too. Yeah. So cute. I do that with my friends too. Like, even though we're sitting right beside each other, we like text each other. That's in case if we don't like want to say something out loud. Shit talking. I saw Yunho by my side. He smiled with his eyes. Yee. We looked at each other for a while and smiled.
그럼 시험을 시작하겠다.
Oh no.
전부 보던 교과서는 가방 안으로 넣어.
No. Now let's prove how much I've studied. Oh no! Fuck, I gotta do it myself? What the fuck? No! Yeonho calls the female lead character Big Sister. Oh my god, no. Kobe Academy's Hot 5 is a boy band. No. I'm so good at this. The subject Yuri teaches at the Kobe Academy is music. Yes. Out of the Dato characters of Nameless, the tallest one is Yuri. Yes? Yes. Yuri has talent for playing the harp. No, he has the talent for playing drums. The URL for Nameless webpage is dlchurch.com. Yes? Fuck! Yuri still lives with her parents. Yes. Oh, fuck. Nameless opening theme was sung by the voice actor who played Red and Tay. Yes. Ah! Zoe's the president of our class. Yes. I got a C plus. Oh, Yunho's diary 3 has this 3. Whoa! Whoa, I didn't know, dude. I would have tried harder if I knew this was gonna happen. But I was being timed, I was being pressured. I don't work under pressure well.
이렇게 난 인생의 고비를 또 하나 넘게 되었던 것이다. 소위 회고록 제 18장. 시험은 나의 적.
She's writing a memoir. If that memoir comes out, I'll buy one from you before it goes out of print.
무슨 소리? 아마 나오자마자 베스트셀러가 돼서 롱런할걸?
Are you sure? Ugh, whatever, I'm free now. At the word free, Zoe came back to life. Zoe was lifelessly lying down, stood right up from her seat.
그렇지. 우리 같이 놀러 가지 않을래? 맛있는 거 배 터지게 먹자.
Yeah, let's do it.
넌 어제도 배 터지게 먹었잖아.
I didn't know Zoe doesn't live with her parents. Gosh, how was I supposed to know that? Sorry, not today. I have something to do.
뭐? 배신자. 나 빼고 어디 가려고?
Somewhere. Sorry, girl. I'm not going anywhere. I just have a pile of laundry I want to take care of today. I haven't done housework in a long time because of the exams. Tae and Yunho have volunteered to take care of some things for a while. I was planning to help out today and make up for all the things I felt sorry about.
알았어, 독립소녀. 대신 나중에 나랑 놀아줘야 돼. 꼭이다.
Okay, promise. Haha, right.
수고해. 적당히 쉬면서 하고.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Zoe looked disappointed and left the classroom with Shinbi. As soon as Zoe and Shinbi left, Yunho came to me. Hello. And sat next to me as if he'd been waiting.
시험은 어떠셨어요?
I got a C+. Sigh, it was hard as always. How about you?
잘 모르겠어요.
Yeah, Yeonho laughed sheepishly.
피곤하실 텐데 빨리 가서 쉬어요.
Okay. Yeonho whispered so no one heard. I nodded. I really felt the exhaustion creep in after I relaxed. With Yeonho silently clinging onto me, I left the classroom.
야!
Oh my god, it's Red! I haven't seen you in forever! I heard a loud voice from afar. I turned my head and found Red running towards us.
너희도 이제 가는 거야? 오늘은 운이 좋은데? 같이 가자.
Yeah. Shh, people will hear. Sure enough, some kids were looking at us. He's already famous, but since he's yelling and running towards us, everyone stared. It's nice to go home together, but if he yells like that, people might find out that we live together. Find out that we live together. I don't think it's a good idea to go together, Red. I told Red while peering around. I know, Red seemed to ask why.
안녕. 지금 가는 거야?
Tay, too. Oh my god. Oh, Tay. Hi, Tay. Before I knew it, Tay was beside Red.
둘이서 어디가?
Home, so I can hibernate? Tay pointed at me and Yunho standing side by side as he spoke. I quickly got away from Yunho, and I see that everyone is paying attention to us. We'll all go our separate ways, haha. As I said that out loud, some people stopped staring and went their ways.
그래. 그런데 모처럼 시험도 끝났는데 바로 집에 가는 거야?
No,
어디 놀다 안 가고?
I gotta hibernate. Tay smiled and said. Seeing Tay, Yunho, and Red gathered together, the kids started walking slowly around us. Some even stopped to stare. Can you not? I was very uncomfortable with this situation, but Tay seemed to enjoy it. Ugh, I hate it. Haha, there's so much housework to do. I have to wash the dishes, do the laundry. I didn't do anything because of the exams, so I have a lot of work to do. Where are you going, Tay? Come to think of it, I think Tay said he doesn't have work today. He said Mr. Holman specifically gave him the day off today. Then will Tay go out somewhere?
원래는 놀러 갈 계획이었는데 마음이 바뀌었어.
Okay.
나도 그냥 집에
You can
가야겠다.
help me with housework. What?
집에 아기 고양이가 한 마리 있는데 아무래도 오늘 그 녀석이
What?
그릇이며 옷들을 전부 망쳐놓을 것 같거든.
You got a cat? What? Ugh. Tay grinned. He did talk around it, but surely that kitten is me. Oh, he's talking about me. But what did he mean by ruin? I do proficient housework, okay? When I lived by myself, I didn't really care about housework. Oh, but now Mama Tay's there to nag me all the time. He looks so happy every time he points out how clumsy I am with housework.
오늘은 집에 가서 고양이를 돌봐야겠어.
Thanks. I stared at Tay with my red face, and he smiled happily. On the other hand, there was one more thing Red wanted to ask.
어? 태희 너 고양이 키우냐? 우리 집에
I was
고양이가
totally
어디
red. I'm
있어?
like, we have a cat? No.
왜 난 너랑 같이 사는데 난 고양이를 한 번도
Something came flying towards Red at his stupid question. Lance, what was that? I looked at where the rock came from and I saw Lance walking towards us.
여기서 다들 뭐 하시는 거죠? 통행에 방해가 됩니다. 비켜주세요.
너 지금 뭘 던지? 야, 이거 그냥 실내화 주머니 아니지?
The rock. It was Lance's bag that hit Red's head and fell to the ground. Oh, you said rock. Oh my god. Lance picked it up indifferently and emptied it. It was packed with thick books. Slippers must not be enough for him now.
안 그래도 실내화 주머니가 너무 무거워서요. 들고 있기 힘들어서 던져버렸는데 그만 머리에 맞은 모양이군요. 유감입니다.
I'll just throw it as a form of transportation. What he said didn't make any sense, but he didn't blink once.
거짓말 하지 마 임마. 참고서 넣어놓은 것도 일부러 그런 거지?
Red fumed. But he looked at me once and made a weird face as if he remembered he had something to say to me. Yeah, he really is moody.
아 맞아. 오늘 유리한테 문자 왔었는데 시험 끝난 기념으로 다 같이 집에서 맛있는 거 먹자고 하더라. 치킨이 어떻겠냐고
Fried
묻던데.
chicken! Yeah! At his words, I quickly looked around. Thankfully, there were a lot of people around, but no one seemed to have heard. How could you say together at home out loud like that, Red? Lance must have thought the same thing as he sighed.
저기 집에 안 가실 거예요?
Yeah, we are going home. Can we just move along? Oh, Yeonho grabbed my arm. Yeonho must be aware of all the gazes too. Yeah, I should get out of here. Oh, I should. Then everyone, goodbye.
그래, 잘 가.
Bye.
어? 저 녀석 어디 가?
Lance is just like, I gotta deal with this idiot. Everyone except Red, who was still being slow, said goodbye to each other and headed their ways. Well, it was more like a see you later than goodbye. I hurriedly left the gate. Gotta go home, gotta go eat some chicken.
더 이상은 못 먹어. 난 여기서 끝.
After I got home, I rested for a bit and rolled up my sleeves. The boys all came home just in time. Thanks to that, I was able to finish the housework quickly with Tae and Yunho's help. And when Yuri came home last, we ordered fried chicken and and ate together. I felt much better now that the exams were over and from being full. I felt drowsy from being so stuffed. Food coma.
마스터 다 드셨어요? 따뜻한 차라도 끓여올까요?
Sure. No, I'm fine. I'm too full even for tea. You can't be full for tea. There's always room for tea.
매일매일 치킨만 먹으면 내 근육이 마구마구 자라지 않을까?
Not fried chicken. 아하.
하지만 동시에 네 허리 둘레도 잘할 걸.
That is true. Yuri, weren't the chickens expensive? Everyone was rubbing their full stomachs and looking satisfied, but I suddenly remembered that Yuri paid and felt a bit worried. 5 boys and 1 girl. I think we ate almost 5 chickens. Is he fine with paying for all that?
우리 자기 입속으로 들어가는 건데 이 정도는 껌값이지. 마음 같아서는 자기가 입고 먹고 마시는 건 모두 내가 해결해주고 싶은데 말이야.
You spoiled me. Oh my god.
그리고 그런 저기
No.
또 시작이군요. 귀를 막겠습니다.
It was going so nicely before you had to mention that.
아니지란스. 네 귀보다는 유리의 입을 막는 편이 더 빠를 걸.
That is true.
저 입에 손대고 싶지
I
않습니다.
don't want to touch that mouth.
뭐? 너 지금 그 표정은 뭐야? 내 입이 더럽다는 거야? 이 입술을 갈구하는 여성들이 얼마나 많은지도 모르면서 체리보이란.
My god.
아, 마스터가 입고 먹고 마시는 건 제가 챙겨드릴 거예요.
Yeah, I'd rather have Yunho take care of that.
여전히 경쟁이 치열하군. 요즘 안 그래도 등교도 하교도 따로 하는 통에 마이 허니 얼굴 보기가 하늘의 별 따기
Well,
수준이야.
it's also because you work really late. You go off somewhere working in secret, and then you never tell me.
이럴 줄 알았으면 나도 학생이나 할 걸 그랬어. 마이 허니네 반에 들어가면 매일 교실에서 만날 수 있을 텐데. 이제야 알게 된 것이 유감이군.
It's okay. I'd like to say no to that. Being in the same class with you, that scares me. I suddenly imagined a creepy scene that gave me goosebumps. Endure Yuri's buttery words throughout the whole day? That's not the only problem. I won't be able to handle all the jealous gaze from the girls, yeah. Lance and Yeonho are difficult as it is.
벅차다니?
Yes. That was a really weird audio thing that happened. Huh. Sai, I'm not complimenting, but you guys are really popular. You guys have no idea how many jealous looks I get for being close to you all. And if Yuri joins, going to the academy will be hell. Thankfully, Yunho's fans have decreased a bit. I routed all my complaints and ended up saying more than I should. I peered at Yunho's face, but he didn't seem to mind.
전 주위에 사람이 없는 편이 편하더라고요. 쉬는 시간에 마스터랑 이야기 나눌 수 있는 것도 좋고요. 사람들에게 둘러싸여 있으면 마스터랑 더 멀어지는 것 같아서 싫어요.
I know, I don't like it either. They're too thirsty. Yeonho said it differently.
연호의 팬이 줄었어?
Yeah.
뭐야 옐로우. 정의 용사는 항상 사람들의 중심에 있어야 한단 말이야.
Not always.
아무래도 전 정의의 용사는 못 되는 것 같아요.
쓸데없이 소란스러운 것보다는 조용한 것이 낫다고 생각합니다. 다만 너무 고립되는 것도 좋지는 않다고 생각합니다.
That is true. Lance said worrying about Yunho too. But more than that, I never thought Lance would say such a thing. I thought he's the most isolated one. No, he just seems like that, but he's actually like a really warm person on the inside. I was about to say something to Yunho too when the phone rang. Huh? Wait. It was a number I didn't know. I hesitated but took the call. Hello? I ran towards the kitchen to be surrounded by silence and took the call. Hello?
딸?
Mom? Mom, what's up? At this hour, isn't it night there?
지금 어디니?
I'm at home. I'm home, of course. I came home early because the exams ended today.
어머, 그래 잘 됐구나.
Yeah. Are you here? But what's with the number?
공중전화로 걸어서 그런 거야. 그보다 집이라니 잘 됐고.
Oh shit.
오늘 만나도 되겠네?
Oh shit. What?
아빠랑 엄마랑 방금 도착했어.
Arrived? You mean you're here?
그래, 세미나 때문에 잠시 근처에 갈 일이 생겼거든. 마침 비행기가 경유한다고 해서 잠시 들렀지. 우리 딸 얼굴 본 지 한참 됐잖아.
Oh no. Oh, my parents have suddenly come home. I remember the last time she called, she said she wouldn't be able to come for a while. I glanced at the living room. I thought it was quiet, and sure enough, all the boys were silent and listening to me.
늘 하던 듯이 택시를 그리로 보낼게. 호텔 식당에서 밥이라도 먹자꾸나. 비행기 시간이 촉박해서
Okay, so at least...
호텔에서 벗어나지는 못하겠다.
Oh, I thought she was gonna come over to this house. No, okay, we're gonna go over to the restaurant and eat because she can't leave. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay, alright. Whoosh. Whew. I'm used to mom sending a cab for me. When their schedule's tight, they stay at a hotel by the airport and stay put there.
여기 호텔 식당을 예약해뒀으니까 얼른 오렴.
Okay. Oh, okay, alright. It was a bit sudden, but that was how they usually are. Then see you later.
그래, 이따 보자 우리 딸.
Okay, bye. Oh god. I wrote down the car number mom told me and hung up the phone. I was a bit nervous, so I sighed. Coming here all of a sudden, it was so like my parents. But I'm glad they can't come to the house. Yeah. I would have been upset before. Such a strange change. Is it because the boys are with me? Yeah. The boys in the living room were waiting for me to tell them about the call. I slowly explained everything. Everyone understood and told me to have a good time. Okay, I quickly got ready and was about to leave the front door when Yeonho grabbed me.
마스터,
Hi. Why?
저도
Uh-huh. Yeah.
저도 가고 싶지만 안 되겠죠?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's a family dinner, it's a family dinner, so I can't. Besides, if my parents see you, they'll be too surprised.
가족 식사. 가족.
Yeah.
부모님은 마스터에게 소중한 사람인가요?
Yeah. Of course. What?
가족이니까 당연히 그 두 분은 마스터에게 소중한 사람이겠죠?
Yeah. Of course, they are my parents. What are you getting at this? Yunho? Yunho stopped talking, but he was still holding onto my clothes. I told him, but I could tell he was still wanted to come with me. I felt a bit restless since the car was about to come soon.
어이 꼬맹이, 이러다 우리 자기가 약속에 늦겠어. 그리고 그렇게 사사건건 달라붙으면 아무리 천사 같은 여자라도 힘들어하지 않겠어?
Okay. Yeah.
네, 알아요. 때를 써서 미안해요, 마스터.
It's okay. We'll talk later. Oh, it's nothing. I felt Yunho get gloomy again, so I quickly thought of another subject. Oh, on my way home, I'll get ice cream. We'll eat it together when I come back.
네,
Yay! Yunho's face brightened.
마스터가 돌아올 때까지 기다리고 있을게요. 그러니까 조심히 돌아오셔야
Don't
돼요.
worry, I won't
늦으면 걱정할
I'll
거예요.
be late. Okay, I'll come home as soon as I can. I said bye to the rest of the boys in the living room. Then I'll be right back. Rest here.
조심해서 다녀와.
Okay. Okay. Anyways,
여기야 여기.
Anyways, you guys, I'm just gonna leave this episode right here. Hopefully it's not gonna end up like the last episode where I'm like really close to the ending and just like finish this chapter, but I feel like it's been going on for a while now. So I will end it here and then we can just pick up afterwards. In terms of anything dramatic happening, other than the fact that Yunho finally chilled. He took a chill pill and now he's all like, he's still cute but mature, so that's good. Yay! He's not a total creep anymore. He's not gonna go crazy and kill my family and stuff. Anyways, yeah, so that's a really good positive change. I'm really happy that happened, or I'm really happy that he actually heard us when he was asleep, quote quote. So yeah, we'll see then what this brings for us in the future of this story then. So until next time, bye!